Hi guys, this is Wambo Love and welcome to my YouTube channel. So far so good, life has been so good and thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate nawapenda and thank you so much for showing me love. So the topic for today is some of those things that I like working house to house compared to working in a house, in one house and being intact in one house. And if somebody was to ask me naweza chagua gani, for a new person mi naweza sema you can pick just basically the house, and here is where you learn the stuff that you need to clean house to house, because kufanya kazi kwa nyumba mingi na kufanya kazi kwa nyumba moja, it's not the same, it's not the same. And today I'm going to be talking about my experience, because I have worked in one house for a long time, and then nikafika place nikasema why not try like doing house to house, okay, and see the major difference. And some of these jobs mostly zinakwanga Qatar, Saudi now they are offering house to house. I think they have been offering for a while when hatukuwa tunajua. Lebanon is not yet there, but they're getting there. I think Iraq, they're trying to get there, but we hope watafika hapo and they can offer these jobs, because hizi kazi ni poa, but they require a few things that I'm going to be talking about today. So let's go to point number one of those things that I have learned working house to house, and this is time management. Time management. What am I saying? Hii kazi, you have to be on time for the client and for yourself, and because uko na watu, like you're not working with one boss, like hutakuwa na boss mmoja, you'll have different bosses, and most of them they require you to be on time. If the starting point or the moving time ni 8, you should be there by 8. You should be fully clothed. Hakuna mambo ati anawaita, no. Mtampata kwa gari amewagoja, because most of the time mko kwa accommodation, so you have to be dressed. If you're moving by 8, you have to be there by 8. And then ukienda kazi, sometimes you're told we need you guys to work at this job for 2 hours, okay. Hakuna time itafika tufikirie because it's 1 hour and 40 minutes I should finish. Hakuna. Client alilipa 2 hours, so you have to check your time and manage your time, because 2 hours somebody will be there waiting to take you to the next job. Ama kama kazi imeisha, it was paid for 2 hours, you get exactly 2 hours. If somebody paid for 8 hours, you really need to find something to do for those 8 hours. Okay, if somebody paid for you, like he wants you for a whole month, like the client wants you to stay in the house for 1 month, you better stay in that house for 1 month. Okay, now once you learn how to manage your time, the second thing you need to know is staying with people. Like accommodation, you're not upewi apartment yako peke yako, no, it's a shared area. You share, like the kitchen, you share the kitchen and the toilet, it's shared. The fridge is shared. The cooking things are shared. Okay, hakuna place utaenda useme ati oh, I will not do this. No, you share them. Okay, kuna mwenye ata mess, kuna mwenye ataosha, kuna mwenye atakuachia hapo zikiwa chafu. You have to cook your food, so you have to clean, so you have to know how to stay with people. Sometimes tuko wengi kwa accommodation, breathing space hakuna, and nobody will be there to tell you you can come and sleep in my house because the accommodation is too small, you girls are too many, you can't fit. No, accommodation is accommodation. Okay, so if you're looking to working for this type of places, lazima ujue it comes to the accommodation, and the accommodation have rules, like that place has to be sparkly clean. Whether you work for 10 hours or 12 hours, when they come, they need your bed well done, they need the utensils clean, they need the pure hygiene coming from the accommodation. So hata ukitoka huko nje, you come with that same energy, like kwenyu ni kusafi, tunaenda place tunaosha the way we do it in our place. So that's something else I have learned doing this job. And then sasa umejua kumanage time, umejua kukaa na watu, what's the next thing you need to know kwa hii job? Like some of the companies will give you some money to buy food, okay? Some of the companies. and some of the kind of companies will let you buy your own stuff. Okay, usikue food ati because I'm working house to house, the company will support me with everything. This is the biggest difference that people will see kama umetoka kazi ya nyumba. It's a big difference. Kununua sabuni, kujinunulia your own essential things like mafuta ka spray, some things kwa madam wanakubaianga hizi vitu, hata snacks, you find fridge imejaa snacks, kuna sabuni ya kuosha vyombo, sijui nini. Huku let me say they don't buy anything. Okay, they will buy when they want or when they feel they are not entitled. Hakuna place tuliambiwa you be given food. No. Okay, so this is a difference. There are places that give food, but utapewa like allowance. Utapewa will give you, let's say, will give you 20, let's say, tutasema like, let's say $100. This is for your food, and maybe you're 6, ama maybe you're more. Ama kuna wenye wanakwambianga we give you food per person. No, ama wanasema we cook, kila mtu anakula that same food. But the basic thing what I'm saying about this is not all companies will give you food, and I have learned to manage my money. You need to eat well, you need to be fit. Lazima mtu kwingine mtapewa maji yenye si safi, yenye ni ya kupikia, and expect you to drink the same water, na ukikunywa na it's not healthy. So you will have, lazima utoe pesa yako yenye unalipwa ndio buy hizi vitu. Okay, so once you know how to manage your time to stay with people, sasa unajua kumanage pesa. Lazima ujue kumanage pesa juu sometimes vitu ni expensive and you need this basic stuff, you need them. Kwa madam utapewa kila kitu bure, but huku nje you need to have those things, and you will have to buy them, and you will have to look nice ndio watu wajue unafanya kazi ya house to house. This is a big difference kama watu hawajuangi. And then the fourth thing I would say is actually cooking. Wadau kama upendi kupika, kama wewe si mpishi, you will be condemned, because when you go kama kazi ya security unapatanga kuna watu wanapikianga and then they just go and pick food, and that's what's up. Okay, kuna place mnapewa gas, mnapewa like for us, let's say for us tunapewa hizi gas, meko, fridge, sufuria, vitu za kupika. So it's up to you to cook. If you don't like what your friends are cooking, necessarily lazima utapika, lazima uingie jikoni upike. Maybe you can opt, like for me sometimes I just opt nipike food ya 2 days instead ya kukua jikoni every 2 minutes, and the more unakuwa jikoni every 2 minutes, the more you're gonna spend your money. So for you to manage saving money, lazima ujue like if I cook a meal for 3 days, okay, at least hizo 3 days nitakuwa nimepewa katip pahali nimebuy kitu ingine, because it's expensive. Life out here, like life ya cleaners, ni expensive. Something that people don't talk about. Okay, the other thing that I like about this job is tips. Some people are super generous, watakutip handy, they will give you nice tips. Okay, and those tips, they will push you, like you will buy those things that you need without touching your money. I think there are people wenye wanatokanga mostly outside the country who are this generous and this nice. Mtu anakutip $20, $30 for something very basic kitu angejifanyia, but is like very appreciative. Huyo madam apata ni appreciative sana, anakupea kitu and always thankful. It's not everywhere unaendanga unapewa tip. Something else you'll go and find ukienda kwa hizi nyumba, because ni nyumba, you go mostly zile kazi tunafanyanga ni nyumba, chalets, offices. Okay, tunaweza enda kwa supermarket and they just hire us to help them deep clean the supermarket, the kitchens, like the work, they will hire us to deep clean for them. What do I mean by deep cleaning? Ni zile vitu zao zenye wao hawafanyangi like day to day. They are not necessary, but they are necessary for the people buying food for them. So wanataka deep cleaniwe once in a month, like you go in, uko tunaendanga, you are ready to be tired because ni kuscrub mafuta kwa floor, kuscrub kwa hizo vitu zao za kupika. It's something they don't do on a day to day basis. So wanataka mtu akuje wafanyie, and you make those still sparkling. Okay, so some place you'll go, kama tuseme umeenda place kama hiyo, and they are very generous. They will give you some tea, some hot coffee, they will make you some sandwich, wengine watawapikia. Some people will order burgers for you. It's not every day that you find nice people. Okay, so if unafanya kazi ya house to house, it's always nice for you to carry some stuff, maji, carry yourself some water, carry yourself some cookies if unajuanga you are the person mwenye atakuwa na njaa sana, and then carry some fruits. Buy yourself some fruits if you're provided for, pack few, beba, because some days are very long. Like mrefu, that's what I'm saying. Ni kitu nimekuja kulearn. Before I would go like this and I expect that those humans that I'm working for are supposed, like I was demanding for them to feed me, and then I realize you are on your own. Okay, once umeanza kufanya kazi hii kazi, you should know that you are on your own. Ni wewe na boss yako, na ni boss yako mwenye anakupika na kudrop expecting you to do all work, and then that's what's up. Okay, so most basically it's all you managing all this. Zote zenye nawaambia, it's you managing them. Something else naweza sema I have learned on this job, it's the freedom that comes with this job. It's a Sunday, okay? Sundays we don't work. We don't do anything unless equally specifically where it is stated it's an overtime. You work and you get paid immediately. Hapa si penye tunasemanga utanilipa kwa mshahara, no, and you are paid exact money yenye kampuni ina makingi in an hour ukienda kazi. So let's say your company makes $10 for you when you go to do a deep clean, and now the person who is requesting cleaners on a Sunday is paying $10 exact, so that is gonna be your money depending kama boss ataenda na masabuni, atatumia mafuta, no, it's up to him either to pick that deep clean on a Sunday and atuambie madem unataka kazi ama mtaki, ni 10 ama ni 5 ama ni 6, muende mchukue hiyo do ni yenu. Okay, so that's the freedom. So you can choose ama hizi kazi zinapatikana, zikipatikana you choose to take them or not. Okay, but ujue saa tu ulikuwa umefanya kazi tukafunga 5, so 5 until Monday ndio utarudi kazi mapema, by 8 you should be ready and done to go. So sometimes I opt not to take the overtime juu maybe Saturday nimekuwa nikifanya deep clean the whole day. Sunday is usually my day to just be alone. I'll be with my friend, ni chill, mgongo like mwili itulie, kichwa itulie, I stop overthinking, nisome vitabu and relax and just be a girl. Like just take care of my skin, take care of my stuff, nifue manguo. So sometimes I would say no, juu unajua on Monday, mostly for us on Monday we clean like kinyozi, salons, and this zinakwanga it's whole day. Monday it's a whole day of one salon to another, to a kinyozi to another, like this, and they need thorough cleaning because you clean every Monday. So kila Monday unajuanga Monday ni ya kazi, so sometimes we would take them. Sometimes mabosi wanasema we don't want, we want to stay with the family, and the girls we want them to rest well because we need them to be very productive tukiingia the next week because we have this and this. Okay, sometimes tunapeanga schedule of what our day would look like. I prefer having the schedule. Sometimes I prefer not even checking the schedule because wabanga kamulika a bit, but you still have to show up and be that person. Okay, so these are some of those advantages napatanga kufanya kazi ya house to house inakupea, and then house to house by 8 and 5 you're done unless kuna overtime 8 to 5 na kazi. And these kazis are not like permanently like every day mtakuwa na kazi from 8 to 5, no. Sometimes we have tunapata job, kuna mtu anataka watu saa 3, so unapata extra 1 hour ya kulala because you have to wait for the client to just say kujeni. Okay, kuna client maybe alikuwa like all in, I want them the whole day, akapostpone. Guess what? Guess who is sleeping all day? You are. And if you're taking hii kazi, please be sure usome like contract nasemaje. If you don't have work, will you get paid? Is there a basic salary for you? Unaona, kuna basic salary ama kama ufanyi kazi hautalipwa. So these are the some of those questions I mean I'm very eager to know, and I realized if I worked kuna pesa yenye nafaa, this is the amount I should be given. Okay, this is my money. If I work overtime, if I work like kila siku every day like 5 to 8, there is an extra bonus that I get. Okay, so if you are picking these jobs, please uliza hizi maswali because sometimes mtalala nyinyi wote ama wawili wataenda, watatu wataenda, watano wataenda, and maybe you are left alone. Will you get paid? Yes. Okay, if it's yes, okay, go ahead. If it's no, then just know what to do. Okay, the difference between our company and other companies ni kuna companies zinakuchukuanga and then they take you to a madam house. Literally, wewe ni kadama, but a kadama at rotation. You are being rotated from one house to another. If somebody was to ask me, wambo unaweza fanya kazi kama hiyo, yes, I would do it because it's 1 month and then nitaenda kwa nyumba ingine. It's another 1 month and then nitaenda kwa nyumba ingine. Compared to staying in one house for 2 years. Ni kazi. But I like how strong girls are that you can just be very patient with one person and stay with that family for 2 years. Okay? If you want this rotation, kunazo. Kuna company itakupea hizi rotation yetu haifanyi. They don't offer this rotation. They want us to be accommodation to work, accommodation to work, accommodation to work, and that's what's up. So because it's 8 to 5, unapatanga we have tumemaliza kazi 5. By 5 we are always coming back ama kama kuna overtime you are told unataka kufanya overtime or do you want to pick it up from tomorrow, depending on how tired we are or how much we want money, because mimi ni Mkikuyu, pesa nayo ni mtangi, but kama hautaki na your friend or the others they don't want to do it, they're tired, maybe you're super hungry, then we decide wacha hiyo overtime ikae, let us go rest, refresh, and then tomorrow we can come and do a better job. Sometimes we pick kutoendelea na overtime because we are human and we are exhausted. Na tunataka pesa and we also want to keep the client, okay? And because I know very well, wambo mimi nimebeat, okay? This is what I tell myself, wambo nimebeat venye nasikia hiyo miguu ama venye nasikia njaa, I can't comprehend. So what do? I'll be like very patiently and very nicely, very katu niambia boss, tumebeat, tumechoka, can we pick this up tomorrow so that we can be more effective na tufanye kazi poa, like a nice job. You want a nice job or you just want job done? And for the company, it has this principle of doing a good job. So he will pick, girls, go rest, and tomorrow we'll do a very nice job for this specific client juu ashaitikia na ashapia ameona nyinyi mmechoka. Another thing that I would say it's a big difference ya kufanya kazi ya madam na house to house ni so another difference is organizing the work. Okay, boss lazima ufanyiwe training. You will be trained on how to work. Hata kama ulikuwa kazi ya kadama for 20 years, they don't, okay, they still need to see you how effective and your weak point and your strong points are. So kuna ile unafanywa without pay, but accommodation and food will be provided for the training time uko hapo. And so they will mark your strong points na watajua she's strong in this, she's not very good in this, she need to improve in this. Machine lazima uoneshe kutumia machines, different type of soaps and how to use them and how to avoid some kuguza skin because some are very very strong for your skin and zinatumanga like you peel, okay, you peel. So they will show you like this is how you're supposed to pack your stuff and how you're supposed to go with your stuff. So ukifika kwa ile nyumba kama ushafunzwa, it's up to you with the owner of the place ama the owners ama the person in charge of that place kama ni ofisi, how they want the job done. So they will give you a layout. We want the windows, we want the floors, we want the chairs, we want the kitchen, and then it's up to you people to divide the work among yourselves. Hapa ndipo teamwork inaingianga. To divide the work among yourself and go. Okay? And we are divide this, tuna divide hii kazi, nobody supervising you, like hakuna mtu atakuwa all over you kwa shingo, boss unadu. No, it's gonna be you alone. So juu hautaki makelele ama juu hautaki kuchoma, you will have to do it very well. Ikikushinda, you have to ask for help. We are always there helping each other, and this is how we get work done easily without us being overexhausted, and kampuni inapata ile reputation inatafuta to make it grow. Okay, so those are some of those things that I find more interesting about working as a house to house, like cleaner or like house to house manager, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so if you want such type of jobs, tafuta ziko na ni poa. Okay, and that's what's up. So guys, thank you guys for being so nice and actually watching until now. My name is Wambula and this is the GAF podcast. If you want to learn more about how we actually do the house to house cleaning jobs, you can subscribe. Thank you guys. Thank you. Truth. Bye.